Hi everybody, I know this looks horrible, but I want to just get some talking done while I'm doing this. I have like 4 miles left, because I've had to like stop and take some breaks. And I know you guys are like, Emily, why are you doing this to yourself, blah, blah, blah. Because I set out to do something, and not that I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so, like, it's not like oh my god, I'm so much better than you, like, if you didn't do that or whatever. Please. I have struggled with my relationship with movement and just my body in general forever. Because, like, even in, like, gym class, which I know all the PE teachers are, like, dying on the inside, but listen, it is what it is. We ran around and we played kickball for, 20 minutes or whatever it was. And also, I know it was a sign of the times because, well, okay, let's just talk about, like, middle school, high school time, okay? And they're like, everybody's like, are you gonna get over your trauma? No. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I know it's been like 10 years, but well, it'll be 10 years. It doesn't even matter. But, like, they didn't have a lot of, like, the programming or whatever that they used to have, and, like, I'll say we, but, like, I didn't know that, like, you can, like, basically fight the public education system to get the SHIT that you need, get the stuff that you need, because if I had one of these bike things, I would be there all day. I mean, it probably still would have hurt me, but I would be there all day. Instead, what we did was I had my Pero, who I would trust with my life. Sorry, it's not really sticking. I need a mirror. Anyway, I have a mirror, but I need one closer to here. Anyways, I had my Para, who I trusted with my life. I'm actually still in contact with her. I need to text her for Christmas. But anyhow, she would walk with me on the treadmill, and this was my senior year of high school. Now, imagine how, like, not safe that is, and it was not her fault at all. Like, please, those angels don't get paid enough. And then, she had to help me, like, in the restroom and stuff. It was the whole thing. But, like, if I had one of these bikes, in school, like, I would have been A-okay. But, like, yeah, like, even in, like, school, like, when they did, like, the swimming unit and they went into, like, our high school's pool, like, I went and walked on the treadmill, and literally it took me, like, the whole period to do, like, half a mile. Now, that's half a mile that I didn't do beforehand. However, it was a lot. And no, so, like, just healing my relationship, I guess, like, with my body and my movement, I guess, has taken quite a very long time, because, who wants to move their body when it hurts, all day, every day, every single second of every single day? Nobody. But as cliche as it is, when you move your body, you feel better, and when you feel better, you do better. And it doesn't, see, this is what I mean. For the longest time, I thought it was like, oh, well, if you move your legs or, you lift some weights, you'll feel better, like, meaning physically, which you can. I certainly have. But for me, I think it's more mentally, right? Like, it clears, like, the cobwebs in your head. If you're in, like, a crappy mood, you can you know, do, you know, do something that works for you, you know. For some people, that's meditation. I cannot sit still. I have a beautiful, wonderful friend who is a yoga instructor. Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I've tried to sit through her classes, and it's not her, it's me. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Like, I can't sit still. You know. But, and then I have two wonderful friends who do wheelchair Zumba. So I support them both, and I take class with both of them, and then I take dance class when available. You know, I lift some weights when I feel like it. I get on the bike when I feel like it. I guess for me, meditation would be like reading my Bible, even though that's not like sitting in silence. That's, about as silent as I can get for me. Or, you know what? My favorite time of the day is right before I'm about to go to bed. I'll sit there and I'll send some funny reels to my friends, and I'll be like, me. And, I'll just have a good laugh before I go to bed. But yeah, so I'm doing it because I want to prove to myself that I can. And if I've learned anything this year to take into next year, I was going to make this a whole video, but you know what? The vibe is now, I'm thinking about it now. My word for 2025, and like I hate the word, like I hate that term, like what's your word for the year? No, my intention / my goal, I guess, is to lean all the way in. I've spent so much of not only this year, but last year, and like just honestly since my grandma died, or just even like before that, of like, obviously y'all know I hate change. That's the whole reason I started this channel, was to basically freak out and overshare on the internet and be like, oh my god, what the heck am I gonna do, but I spent so much of these past couple years being like, okay, well, if I can just get through the winter, then I'll feel better. Oh, if I could just get through the anxiety of my birthday, then I'll feel better. Oh, if I could just get through the anxiety of this, I'll feel better, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just like, and listen, I'm no stranger to struggle, to pain, to anxiety, to whatever you say. But it gets exhausting after a while to be like, well, if I just get through this, then this will be better. Because you know what anxiety's gonna do? Anxiety's gonna ruin it and say, well, this could go wrong, or this could happen, or this person's mad at you, or X, Y, Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So as much as it might stink to like sit in the hard, or run through the mud or the quicksand, I'm gonna lean in, okay? And so if one day the thing I want to do is read 20 pages in my book, cool. If the next day I want to color, cool. If the next day I want to go outside and sit in the fresh air but it's freezing, cool. If I'm having a hard day, cool, gonna lean all the way in. If I'm having a great day and I'm watching Alabama football, or when my friend gets drafted and I'm watching that team, cool. If I find a new documentary I want to watch, great. If I, ever get the courage to put myself out there and make friends, even better. If I continue to nourish the friendships that I have, amazing, like I'm just gonna lean in to all seasons and all facets of life, and I'm just gonna do the dang thing. And I mean, I know, like, learning out loud, learning out loud. Yeah, learning out loud, but, you know, saying that out loud, it's like, well, yeah, you don't really have a choice. Right. But I could either do what the Emily of last year did and be like, okay, just, like, wishing away my tomorrows when, like, tomorrow's never promised, or it's never gonna go the way you say it's gonna go. Or the way you think it's gonna go. And honestly, for me, my anxiety, like, this is why I can't go to restaurants, like, inside, because, like, my anxiety will be, like, so ramped up. Or, like even for Disney, y'all remember I was so nervous. I was like, like, I knew I was gonna have the best time ever because it's Disney, right? But, like, my anxiety was so ramped up. I was, like, so nervous. And then, like, my anxiety will do this thing where it'll, like, ramp up. And then, like, once I get there, it's like, whoosh. And basically, I just crash and I'm tired. Because it's like, I spent the whole time pre-worrying about if I'm going to worry. And usually when I get to something, like, I'm so distracted by what's going on. And I'm, like, busy that it's like, what was I worrying for? Actually, you know what? I do remember a specific time this happened. Me and a good friend of mine, we were going to a hockey game, and I remember I was like, well, what do I wear? Like, I don't know. I haven't been to one since I've been in Girl Scouts, and that was like 15 years ago. I don't know. But I remember once we got there, we had so much fun. It was a blast. It was amazing. And you know, I mean, we weren't like, you know, I mean, we were doing something fun, but we weren't like, you know, skydiving. But it was like, it's like those little moments of joy that I wanna like savor every single day, if that makes sense. Which, I mean, I know, like, tomorrow's gonna be like, oh my god, like, I'll say this and I'll be like in a really good mindset, and I'll be like, tomorrow'll be like, oh, here's tomorrow's problem. But, like, I really, really want to try to, I hate to use the word be intentional, because I think people have, like, swapped that around with, like, if you don't do everything, like, laser focused all the time, like, at 4 a.m. in the morning and blah, 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 then you're, like, not being intentional. So I hate to use that word either, but, like, I want to be, like, dialed in, and, you know, not that my brain is gonna let me be 100% there, but if I could be like 75-80% there, that'd be perfect. So yeah, that's my vision or word or goal. I don't know. Everybody always asks you, what's your goal? My goal is to get through the day. How about yours? Anyway, I'm gonna finish up these steps and these miles, and I'll show you what the damage is when I get done. Hi guys, okay. So it is like 4:45 something. 4:45-ish. And I did not get my... Oh. No. Mom, what kind of golf thing are you watching? My phone, please. I'm getting it. I heard it call. No, because
it's a pro. What's it called, Andy? I don't think it's a pro-am. It's like a pro-amateur, pro-child.
Family tournament.
Yeah, it's like a father-son, mother-son, mother-son, father-stepson.
Anyways, sorry, I'm leaving that in. Because honestly, I'm too lazy to...
Yep. And just that move with him holding his hip like that makes me crazy.
Anyways, but I'm having one of these. And I did not get my,
Oh!
Because you're so loud.
Good line, now.
Hey,
Sorry. Watch them get golf tournaments. Excuse me.
Who screams at the TV over golf? Boring.
Whoa.
Anyway, I did not get my 8 miles today because my watch, well, it didn't technically die because I was at like, it was at like 3%, but I didn't want to push it, so I got 5 point something. I have 12.5 miles left to my goal, and I want to finish before the end of the week. I would like to finish it by like next week. So if I can get back to the original 3 miles a day, that would be great. So that took me like an hour and a half, so I should be good. Anyway, cheers.
So I bought some